Here's one for the Wayback Machine. Now, the reality is this, I really enjoyed this show, and I'm actually about to go back and watch season 5 all over again, just to get those vibes again. And this time I'm talking about a show that started in September of 2014, known as Gotham. Dude, Gotham was probably my favorite pre-Batman story, or where Batman doesn't actually exist yet in the universe. So this one takes place, he's a young kid, just recently lost his family, and it's mostly about James Gordon and how he turns the city around. I mean, and there is a motley crew. I mean, a motley crew of villains that they bring in from, they started off like in season 1 with people like Fish Mooney and, the mafia vibe that we all know that, Gotham City was steeped in. Give me a second. I don't want to say the names wrong. The Falcones. There we go. All right. So you got Fish Mooney, you got the Falcones, you got this power struggle among the mafia, and leads to more police corruption and things like that. But, they introduce Edward Nygma, who works for the police at this time, but then, as we all know, he becomes the Riddler. It introduces Solomon Grundy, the Mad Hatter, like all kinds of murderers row from Batman's lore over the years. It does get a little long in the tooth at times because, excuse me, at the end of the day, we're literally waiting for Batman's emergence. But they introduce the Court of Owls. They introduce Ra's al Ghul. Like, so many elements. And then, like, the Penguin, the Oswald Cobblepot stuff was just brilliant. That was just brilliant writing, brilliant acting. Yo. So, again, they introduced Michael Chiklis' character as the Executioner. There's just, if you guys haven't really watched Gotham, I really suggest you do it. And their Alfred is a badass. Like, this Alfred, I feel like, is why Pennyworth was actually even done in the first place. Because of the way that this guy portrayed Alfred with, like, this MI6 vibe in the background and stuff. It just made it really interesting that you really wanted to know more about Alfred's background and Alfred's history because of the show. So, again, man, Gotham is probably my favorite of the Batverse stuff. It's not even probably, it is. It's the #1 show. And so, you know what? If you guys haven't watched Gotham, or if you haven't watched it in a while, put it back on. It's worth the look.